back with the art of shortcuts in Mario Kart World, and this will probably be one of the last episodes until new shortcuts worth covering get discovered again. Thank you all for the immense support of the channel. For today, we'll be going over Peach Stadium, Crown City, and finally visiting one of my favorite tracks, which is definitely underrated, Dry Bounce Burnout. If you're new around here, I'll be showing you how to do each shortcut in depth, giving them a difficulty rating from easy all the way to hard, and letting you know if they're worth going for or not at all. With that said, if you have any tricks or advice concerning the shortcuts shown in the video, please leave them in the comment section below. First track of the day is Peach Stadium, and I just wanted to get the hard stuff out of the way immediately. It is ridiculous how long this took me compared to the Whistle Stop Summit shortcut. Looking at this, I didn't think much of it at first, but I really wanted to figure out the timing by myself and be able to perform this more than just once. After failing over and over again, here is how it goes. Instead of taking the turn with the mushroom, you can actually do this completely shroomless. Right before the second lap, you need to charge a jump on the rail from here. At the peak of the bump, do a forward trick and land on the next rail. Do another forward trick at the peak and do a right trick in between the first and second pole. Hit the second pole and align yourself to hit the last one. Aim for the Royal Motors sign right here, and then trick off of the right side of the tree, and then should be done with the shortcut. If you don't know the timing, this is extremely hard for some reason, so here are a couple things to know about the shortcut. The reason you want to jump on the rail at this specific point is so that you have enough boost to get onto the next one, so keep that in mind. When you do get to the next one, the timing of the forward and right trick goes like this. It's very important that you flick your stick to the left as soon as you do the right trick, or Lakitu will mess you up. This will also help a lot when trying to hit the last pole before the Royal Motor sign. Very often you will probably miss the sign by an inch, or you'll just hit the actual top of the sign. What I recommend doing is when you get close, just wiggle your stick to the left a little bit, and you can see me doing it right here, and then you do the same thing for the tree. Sometimes this can happen for some reason, I don't know why, but it happened to me like twice, and it got so bad I had to practice in free roam, and I even went back to the baby blooper at one point. I'm sure I could pull this off online one day, but I definitely would not recommend trying this online unless you know what you're doing. This is pretty hard and it's probably worth just waiting for a bunch of mushrooms. Good old Crown City. I hate this track with a passion for some reason, and I'm sorry, but I just find it so boring. Anyways, here are two very good shortcuts I want to cover, and both of them are actually really easy. So for the two people that actually like this track, here is how the first shortcut goes. As soon as you get to the stairs, charge a jump and stay on the left side. Start turning right at the end of the first staircase and align yourself to hit this graffiti of Rocky Wrench. Release your charge, and once you're on this graffiti, that's when you left trick, hit the pole, and keep left tricking all the way to the other side. Now if you want advice on this shortcut, well, you're out of luck. I don't really have any specific tips to share, and the problem is, I haven't failed this enough. I got it consistently on my second try, so this is extremely easy. I guess all you have to make sure of is your alignment with the graffiti and the time when you trick off of the wall. Believe it or not, the second part is even easier than the last, and it's the one everyone should know by now. The only painful part is having to race through 90% of the track before getting to the shortcut. Okay, shade aside, instead of going through this section the boring way, what you can do is start charging a jump from here, then you do a left trick onto the rail, left trick here to get even more speed, and once you get to the end of the rail, left trick again, align yourself to hit the tree, and once you hit it, keep holding left until you land here, trick off of the edge, and you're done. Ideally, you don't want to hit the lamppost and just hit the tree directly. This will make you have less airtime, and it'll be the most effective way to perform the shortcut. Other than that, they aren't complicated at all, so I do recommend going for both of these every chance you get, if you don't have a mushroom, of course. On to Dry Bones Burnout, which is such a fun track to race on. There's a pretty easy ending shortcut you can do to go above the lava instead of using a mushroom. Not only is it easy, it's extremely straightforward. So here's what you have to do. After the gliding section, aim in between these two arrows and trick on the wall. Hold left and land on the rail. Right trick off of the rail, then start drifting. After the trick here, don't hold left for too long when landing or you'll fall off the track. Align yourself in between these arrows again. Trick, hold right. Keep tricking and land right next to the patch of leaves. And then trick off of the bump, aim for this part of the wall, and land back onto the main road. This shortcut is so much fun, and its easiness is also a part of why it's fun. At first, it looked complicated when I found out about it, shout out to Jack, but when I tried it out, it ended up being extremely easy to perform, consistently. One thing you need to know though is, when you get to this part, the reason you want to trick in the air is so that the rail doesn't catch you, because when I practiced this, I didn't really see a need to trick until I found out that the tricking animation cancels out the rail catching you. So if that happens, you know why. But yeah, other than that, there aren't really any other tips or tricks worth mentioning about this track. And so of course, I'm going to end the video here. I thank you all for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It's insane to me how we're already at part 7 of this series. And the next one will probably be a world record segment series where I will be attempting to cover every single world record and explaining how they race through the tracks. With that said, that's all for me today, and I will see you in the next one.